I've never seen anyone with polite Tourette's. You know, nice shoes!
Your shirt is very lovely.
I love that shirt! I love your hair! What a nice establishment!
Where'd you get that outfit? It was a pleasure babysitting Kevin.
Nice is a self-defined term.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Lightning Cast, the official podcast for Lightning Comics and Games. Your number one source for everything you could ever possibly want, assuming we carry it here. I am your host.
Yay!
I am your host, Andy Babineau. I am joined by your host, Michael Larson.
Yo.
Who is joined by your host, LG.
Yo.
Who is joined by your host, Shane.
Whoa.
Who is not here. He was bitten. Wasn't he bitten by a
radioactive Nord.
The Nords have a thing for him.
Yeah, first they abduct him, bring him back, then like this other agency of Nords comes up and snip, and now he's down with the sickness.
Yeah. He's crawling on walls and eating nice food.
Crawling on walls and pillaging villages at the same time.
And building very awkward furniture.
And boats.
Wait, is that boats?
And
IKEA.
We are also joined by your host, Ace.
What's up?
And we are here just to talk about comics, talk about games.
Whatever floats our fancy.
We have been gone for a couple weeks.
Sorry.
The first week we were gone, we were at Damien's house watching WrestleMania.
Yeah, and I've never seen Andy
Tap
so
out,
intense.
you son of a bitch!
You son of a bitch!
That's right.
That was probably one of my most infamous Facebook quotes.
Which match was that?
That was
That's Chris Jericho and
versus
CM
CM
Punk.
Punk.
That's
yeah.
right.
This is how important it is to me in wrestling. You're like, you have one dude wrestling another dude. Whoop-de-doo. Who was that? That was The Undertaker. Oh.
Of course, my favorite match was Sheamus versus Daniel
That was the
Bryan.
best match of the
You
whole
know,
night.
that was the longest match I've ever seen
Yep.
in my life.
You know what? That first move was really good, but that
Last move was the winner right there.
It was. What are you gonna? That was an
And
epic
such
match.
an upset, too. I mean, first, this guy had the belt. Then when it was all said and done, that guy had the belt. Now,
And you didn't expect it. You didn't expect it. Crazy.
After the Kamehameha from the middle of it.
Yeah. We're also all very sick. So
dying!
if we cough a lot tonight, it's because we're all really sick.
And we forgot our Ricolas.
Yeah.
Sales are freaking skyrocketing now.
I told you guys where to watch where we aimed that missile, but no. We had to hit that mountain of all mountains.
This table is keeping the entire cough drop business in business.
Yeah.
And then last weekend we were gone because you, Mike, were at SakuraCon.
Yes.
Bastard.
And
Perf.
No, not really.
Bastard's fine, but we'll still curve it. But yes, I was at SakuraCon. Also, LG was out sick.
I was supposed to go to SakuraCon.
So I saw a lot of
Stupid illness.
stupid illness. But I had to get another form of transportation.
Sorry.
Got there, great con. Met some really great people. Met Steve Bloom.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Who's Steve Bloom?
Steve Bloom, for those of you who don't know, he's one of the best anime voice actors out there. He's
Really?
voicing Starscream in Transformers Prime.
Is he really?
Yes.
Far out.
Orochimaru in Naruto. Zabuza in Naruto.
He did Wolverine and the X-Men.
Wow.
Yes, and he also did Spike Spiegel in Cowboy Bebop.
Didn't you say he also did the Green Goblin?
Yes.
Spectacular Spider-Man?
Yes, he did.
Wow. Man's got some experience.
Soon the creme de la creme of New York will be painting the town red. Well, the ballroom anyway.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. That you met that guy.
So Andy's over here going,
It's like, yeah, well, that's whatever you say.
That's wonderful.
Just don't touch me.
Yeah, sadly, we all missed Emerald City. that had a lot of voice
Yeah,
talent
we,
as
we,
well.
we couldn't hit that up.
Well, we were at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Nobody-
WrestleMania takes the cake right there. You know, that and we were a state away. Before Andy
We're all
dies.
I'm dying over here. I can't hardly breathe. So let's talk about what we read over the past couple of weeks since we've missed a few weeks. Let's start it with Ace. Ace, what have you read over the last couple of weeks? That
Well,
was
the
good?
last couple of weeks, since the first podcast, another issue of Tarot, Witch of the Black Rose came out, and it's continuing the story. And her and her boyfriend are on the roof of his house naked.
Ooh.
And doing all these witchy kind of things, and these other fays show up, these sprite fays, with a goat man, and she's hauled off naked by a goat man, and the first thing I'm seeing is, okay, Satan's kid, you know. That could be a possible storyline in it, but he's got the nymphs still messing with her boyfriend. Oh yeah, see, don't worry, he thinks it's you.
She's naked, you say?
Yes.
Yes. So that was what
That's
any story that starts out with, so she was up there naked.
And it's a great story.
Every comic book geek's like, what?
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Well, let me. What was the name? What was
People
the
are right, like Tarot,
Witch of the Black Rose. We'll write that down.
And then
Naked,
another
naked,
one that I
naked.
read recently was the parody Deadpool. Yeah. Winnie the Pooh becomes Deadpool, basically. And Christopher Robin is like this entrepreneurial mogul, like, oh God, what's the best way to describe him? Like Lex Luthor, you know? And he's like he's creating these gummy bear warriors. And you got Rue selling
As
stuff
you
on
can
the
tell,
street.
I puked when looking at this thing, but
This is the first time I've ever heard of this.
it's up there as far as I know,
Is it?
unless
And
you
it's
sold out.
right near Iron Muslim, which is another
Yeah,
parody.
yeah.
Oh, I
like
saw
that
the
one.
cover. I saw the cover for
Because
Iron
that's for
Muslim.
the Avengeables, I think it is.
Yeah.
The Avengeables.
The Avengeables.
The Vegetables.
That's
But,
like the worst lunch ever.
It was really bizarre. I mean, the one tie-in, he kept saying, "Oh bother," every time he got attacked by somebody.
Oh, bother.
And they got like Tigger and Eeyore
Christopher
arrested.
Christopher Robin, born in hell.
T.I. Double got dead.
Very unusual. It really didn't grab me, really.
That does sound really weird.
I
But
read
it's still
through.
like considered
but you know,
the
but
100
don't-
Acre Wood City.
But don't forget, I mean, Disney owns Marvel. We're probably going to see, Spider Mouse. I mean,
Actually,
what's
the
gonna
weird
happen?
thing is, this one was not produced by Marvel.
No.
Seriously?
It was
It
not.
was an independent title.
Yeah, it was an independent title, so they had the right to parody. They have the right at the bottom of that cover that says parody, so you can do whatever the hell you want. Thank you, Weird Al.
That's right.
Weird.
I don't know if
Rest
I'd
in
read
peace.
another issue. But
Weird Al will never die. I'll have you know.
I'm reading it on our list, and it says one shot, and it says to be continued. I'm like, liars!
Exactly.
One
Like, really, you
shot.
want to continue this?
I can only take so much crap.
Poo.
Unless they
exactly.
bring it like that, Owl is like some dark figure.
Owl was like the Batman of this one.
That or his talent.
I'm the owl.
I'm the hero this forest needs.
Bat Owl and Deadpool.
So, okay, Andy's dead. What now?
Bat Owl just
How
sounds
about
redundant.
How about you, LG? What have you been reading?
You know me, I don't read comics. I read manga.
That reminds me of
Does-
silence my phone.
Is your phone not silenced?
Not yet.
Silence that phone.
Neither is mine. But
That reminds me of better silence.
everyone, we're all silencing our phones.
Oh, my phone was already silent.
Oh,
Call me
Andy,
like this is-
overachiever.
Yes, but see,
No, I just-
Smithers take care of
Is
that
it silent
phone,
'cause he
so
can't
mine's
afford the
not
bill?
silent anymore.
It's silent because I turn it off and I forget to turn it on, and then I get 5 calls.
He's got it in mime mode.
We're audio. Nobody can see.
I know,
what we're doing.
exactly.
So,
They can only use their imagination.
so LG's read nothing. Let's.
Well, we would like to introduce LG's anime corner later on.
Anime corner. We'll talk about
We'll
anime
skip.
later.
We'll skip to.
It's one of those things
guys-
that makes me want to do an old man rant. But
We'll-
we'll save
we'll-
that for later.
In all honesty, there wasn't a lot that came out that was really
Really
that
not.
attractive.
That's an odd term.
Yeah,
Attractive.
attractive. Well, it's the truth.
It's like, hey,
I mean-
do you grace these comic book shelves often?
I don't know how you talk to your books, but it has to catch my
I haven't
my
seen
eye.
you in a
and,
few issues. What's
and Deadpool kind of scared me when I unloaded it from the box, and I was like, "Holy crap! What is this?"
Yes, Deadpool.
Oh, bother! And then off I went.
Well, because
It's a steaming pile of poop.
so you got nothing to talk about?
Oh, I do. Oh, I do.
Yes.
Very much so. You just didn't introduce me.
I did too. I just said, Mike, what have you
Okay,
read?
Michael, what have you read?
Ooh, thank you.
Now touchy.
No, I need an adult.
An adult.
No, he's not hiding a couple of hammers. It's just a fat kid.
Hey, fat kids are hard to kidnap. There's your advantage.
That's right.
No, well, what?
Bring the forklift. We're kidnapping a fat kid.
Yeah. No, but what I did read was Deadpool. I think it's
Deadpool.
53 or 54.
Is that the most recent issue of
Yes,
the
the
that
most
like-
story?
recent one that just came out.
Of
It's,
the
It's like
dead
the final-
story?
that's
yes,
the
of the
final part.
dead. It's not the.
It's almost the final.
next
We're
to
gonna do
final.
the next issue is gonna be the final.
Yeah, he finally has a serum inside of him because his buddy stabs him with it.
I can die.
He's all happy about it, and then
Clear.
Deadpool has to realize that hey, for his buddy to get that serum, he's probably gonna end up dead anyway. You know, his buddy's gonna end up dead, and he's like, you realize that if you die, you're not the only one you're affecting. And then Deadpool has this realization, like, oh, I'm a dick. You know?
The best part is right after, because remember when he really messed with the X-Men
Yeah,
or whatever group that was.
X-Force.
X-Force. He just totally screwed him over, and then after he finds that he's got the serum, he shows up in their lair. It's like, hey guys, no hard feelings.
No hard feelings, and then he's wanting them to kill him. He's like, he goes back to his buddy. He's like, I got 4 of the best assassins after me. My life is great. You know, he's happy that he's gonna die, and then he realizes that his buddy's gonna die if he ends up dead, which
Yeah.
means that Deadpool isn't gonna die probably. But
Of course not.
No.
And never,
He's-
nobody ever truly dies in the Marvel universe.
but that's the thing, though. Like I said, this is the only title of Deadpool I like. You get anything else
Well,
in there.
the only one that's currently being published.
Yeah, I know. There's a reason why it's the only one currently being published. Every other one they tried was horrible.
Well, Merc with the Mouth was great.
Yeah, for the first couple issues, and then it just went off the deep end.
Did it? I only read the first couple issues.
Yes, and they had Deadpool Core, which just wanted me to. I wanted to punch someone in the head every time I read that one. Oh, look, you have Kid Deadpool. You have
Head Deadpool.
Lady Deadpool.
Lady Deadpool.
Headpool.
Yeah, Headpool.
Dogpool.
Yeah.
Dogpool.
And I'm just like, nope, ain't happening.
Yeah. See, with Deadpool, it's tricky because he's supposed to be a funny comedic character, but you got to be careful that he doesn't get too like Looney Tunes. Because he can get really ridiculous and really cartoony. You got to be careful.
You don't
'cause-
want him
Well,
like
they
impossible
really-
man status. You want to keep
Yeah.
him down a
Yeah.
little.
They really do that in the main title of Deadpool. They keep him very well grounded.
Yeah, but he's still funny.
And stay in character. I mean, everyone has that one comic where your character just doesn't match up. Like you're used to him being a certain way, and then you just won't get what you're expecting. This one, you know that he's going to be hilarious, zany, and just all over Deadpool. How can you define it other than that?
Crazy. Well, I am pleased that you like that book.
Well, of course, man.
Yes. Well, let's see.
What have you read, Andy?
Yeah, tell us.
Why do you laugh? Because you know what it's going to be.
Interesting.
Is it Batman? Is it Batman? I want to say it's Batman. No, wait, Green Lantern. No, Spider-Man.
Actually, I read. No, but seriously, I read the most recent issue of Ultimate Spider-Man. I'm really into that comic book. It's
And now he's battling his uncle, who is the new Prowler.
yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. I like the
It's
character.
like, how do you think you got the spider in the first place? I lifted it off of the Osborn Industries, dumbass.
Yeah, it's.
I created you.
it's a
Anyway,
really-
I'm your father. Shut the hell up.
It's a really good series.
You, Dad.
I'm going to live with my real dad.
Did we-
Dad, it's
did we
Jesus.
talk
Can I
about-
come home?
How long has it been? It's been 3 weeks since we've done a show, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So the most recent issue of Amazing Spider-Man, where he's riding the spider glider and he's throwing bombs.
See, I haven't read that far yet. So
Oh, it's so
I'm
funny.
behind in my.
It was a good
amazing-
joke. It was.
It's a panel where it opens up and he's Spider-Man is riding a glider and he's throwing bombs out of a pouch he's wearing over his side, and he's saying, "Now, I don't care how this looks." and the glider is shaped like a spider, and he's throwing little
Oh
spider
my!
bombs.
Oh god!
Yep.
No. Oh, god.
Yes, it's epic.
That's as bad as this spider, the wall crawler, the dune buggy, the Fantastic Four made him.
This is ironic. Here, let's give you this device that allows you to roll over things.
Climb walls.
Yeah,
It
climb
shoots
walls.
Webs for you too. What?
Basically, it does what you can do.
God, next thing you know, they're going to give Superman a jet. Oh,
Oh
wait.
wait, they did.
What?
They did do that.
This is redundancy 1.
Oh, remember when
It actually goes slower than you can.
Yeah.
Remember when we saw the Sonic the Hedgehog toy where it's
In a race
had
car?
race car?
I got so
Yeah.
pissed with that one.
Why
I'm like,
would Sonic need
Ding
a
ding
race
ding
car?
ding ding ding.
yeah, it's just redundant.
And it
redundancy.
run, what
Mach
does it
2.
run on? It runs on rings. Ding 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 ding.
Ugh.
Those lovely rings.
It's-
Yeah, Batman.
So this
and-
week in the Batcave.
This week in the Batcave. So the most recent issue of Batman and Robin was the finale of the Born to Kill storyline. Stop it. And
the bats are annoying Andy.
yes.
Stop it! That was
I like the Bats. It's the ace. What was I talking about?
Bat holes.
Batman and Robin. The most
Yeah,
recent issue.
Batman and Robin.
The most recent issue of Batman and Robin is the
Let's
finale
kick
of
some
the.
lights.
Did we find out he killed nobody?
He did kill nobody.
Oh my God.
He killed him dead. And
But was there a body?
nobody.
He killed nobody. Was there a body?
Again with this joke. Like it
God,
surfaces
let it
every
die.
time.
can I
Nobody
see,
died.
Can I see that stapler? I'm gonna try to.
Have you
try
seen
to
my
find-
stapler? Have you seen my stapler?
see my stapler?
With my stapler, I could set the building on fire. On the previous show, I said the word bull curve, and I like to take that back because that was a really, really, really stupid thing for me to say. So I revoke it. Now then, moving on.
You told me to leave it in, so I did.
I know I told you. I wish you had, and I wish you had not listened to me.
Your decision, not mine.
So,
Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin's right. So the most recent issue of Batman and Robin.
If I ever get to this subject.
So yeah, it turns out Robin did kill nobody, which I honestly was hoping that he hadn't. But now that he has, I was a little bit surprised because Bruce didn't do what he would normally do.
And turn him in?
And turn him in. It's like, well, he's my son, so it's okay, and I'm just going to tell him, don't ever do it again,
Come
son.
here.
Don't ever kill anybody again, but you can still be Robin. I'm like, no, what?
Naughty, naughty. That was a bad thing you did. Killing nobody. You
And killing nobody.
Bat.
Look at that. You got to run in your tights. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just, that's not, my Batman wouldn't do that. My Batman would never let him don the Robin costume.
You need to grab some glasses whenever you do that. It's not my Batman.
It's not my
That's not my Batman.
It's not my baby.
But yeah, that was a good one. Detective Comics #8, I actually really liked it. A lot of people hate it because it's okay. Tony Daniel, I've talked about him before on the show.
Yeah.
He's a really
you
great
love him.
artist. His writing style is kind of not that great. He's at his strongest in terms of his writing ability when he's writing simple, straightforward adventure action stories.
So in other words, it would be better if he was writing Aquaman.
Well, I mean, I kind of wish
Aquaman's
that
simple, he's
it's when he's trying to do these big, overarching, multi-character stories, and it just gets convoluted because he's not a strong enough writer to pull that kind of thing off. But this most recent issue of Detective Comics, where he's fighting the Scarecrow, it works really well.
Damn nose.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't like Tony Daniel's writing because it is simplistic, but I think there's a place for the really dark, complex Batman stuff, and Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo are handling that really well right now.
Yeah.
And there's a place for the simple, just kind of straightforward action stories.
There's also a place for the campy stuff. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's called The Garage.
and there's even a place for the Dark Knight series, which is on my toilet paper roller at home.
yeah,
So-
perfect.
Yes.
Boy, look, page 13.
But you know what? But here's the thing about the Dark Knight series, and I think starting with issue 10,
They're changing their
they're
writing.
getting a new writer.
Yeah.
They're getting the guy who wrote Penguin, Pride and Prejudice,
Which was actually a pretty good
which is a
story.
pretty good miniseries, and he's like Greg Hurwitz is a veteran writer. I can't.
It's the penguin alarm.
So
Yes.
Horrible addition to the submarine.
you guys, I know, right? The submarine has little flippers, flip back and forth. I'm like, man,
And nobody notices that sub in Gotham City Bay. What the hell?
The other Marine forces or the other Navy is just like, that seems a little odd.
well, he bought that submarine from the Navy.
Yeah, I know, but then who's like, that's not a military issue.
I love it when Batman calls the Navy, the admiral, and he says, "Have you recently disposed of any war surplus submarines, and if so, to whom?" He's like, "Just a minute, Batman." I looked it up. He looks through.
Let me check my registry.
He's looking through a Rolodex, and he's like, "Answer affirmative, Batman. We disposed of a model last month, a pre-atomic model, to some guy named P.N. Gwynn."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
who would not make this connection?
This is where our tax dollars go.
You
to these
can
idiots.
feel Batman on the other side of that line just
A
face
serious
palm.
face palm.
Face palm.
And when he's
Face
funny,
palm.
when he says goodbye, it's really funny because he's like, "Thank you, Admiral. You've been very helpful." It's just like really mad.
If I could just reach through this phone,
Your
I
tone
would kick
sounds
your
rather.
damn ass.
Your tone sounds rather grim, Batman. Have we done anything foolish? Batman's like, disposing of pre-atomic submarines to people who don't even leave their address. Good day, Admiral.
Good day, click.
I said good day.
I think good day. No subs for you.
But
Batman, no stuff for you.
oh, Seinfeld. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I read this week that I liked. I've had a couple of requests from this group of people who want to do stuff. Ace, did you want to do an old man rant that you had?
You know, back in my day,
Oh crap.
Here we go.
we were so poor we didn't have toys. We had dirt. And we were glad to have dirt.
These kids today with the computers and the high tech. Now the really rich kids, they had dirt, stick, and water.
Oh, good. Here comes the nursing assistants.
No, it's not time for the anime. Shut up.
Bring the tranquilizers.
So they had dirt, stick, and water, so you could make a mud ball.
Exactly. You put yourself in business back then. Look, you're selling mud pies.
Back when dirt was clean.
Back when dirt was
clean.
Yes.
Yes. Back
That's
when dirt was clean.
and the air was clean and sex was dirty. You know, way back when.
Yeah, as opposed to now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Ace, thank you for that. I guess.
These young kids, I swear. Get off my lawn!
Ace, you're not in your lawn. You're in the
Crap!
back of light.
Okay.
Where am I?
You're in the back of the store. Remember? See?
Oh, okay.
See, the table.
Alzheimer's
Table.
is a very good
Medication.
disease. It's a very funny thing to watch.
These are not M&Ms.
So now,
They're W&Ws.
Apparently, people are dying.
we're all dying. We're dead.
Oh, sweet.
If there's a sudden lack of enthusiasm or whatnot, that's because we're sick.
Yes, we're all very ill.
And Andy is slightly more cynical than he usually is. So
Slightly.
slightly.
Just
Slightly.
slightly.
Just
Just a tad bit.
Yeah,
Just
Disney and
smaller.
Buffy were going out to the yacht.
Anyway,
Yo,
How do you know this in nose? That was
Bunch of us are getting in the van and going for frozen yogurt.
the title of this episode will be No
what
Subject.
the hell are we doing?
what would be. I have no quote.
We have no idea what we're talking about.
I know nothing.
Did you want to do something called LG's Anime Corner?
Well, you know, if we're going to introduce it like that.
I
need a proper
Ladies and gentlemen, one night only, LG's Anime Corner.
You gotta have like the deep voice, LG's Anime Corner.
Sunday.
And probably Saturday.
It is.
Smoking US 30 drag strip. LG's Anime Corner.
In a world where LG.
Little tortilla boy.
You racist bastards.
There ain't nothing racist about it.
He's in the
'cause I'm
Micronesian
Spanish,
island.
isn't it?
No,
You're
you
not
ain't
Spanish,
Spanish.
you're Pacific Islander.
You always
I
correct
am
us. You are
actually Spanish.
Chamorro.
You are an
He's
island
Chamorro.
unto yourself.
Well, I'm mostly Spanish. I did
Two
use
letters,
Tommy Pat.
one man.
No, you're an island.
So
no
much regret.
regrets.
Yes, I regret.
Bull.
How did I get on this show again?
You asked to
We
be
just
on the
found you
show.
walking down the street and said, "Hey, you want to come here and do a podcast?" You're like, "Oh, okay." What happened?
Okay, then.
So,
If a tree falls in the forest,
Wasn't that ever
In a world where a
if a championship belt falls in the forest, and no one is around to claim it, am I still the champion?
brother.
Brother.
Yeah.
So you wanted to do something called LG's Anime Corner. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, pretty much it'll be LG talking about anime, manga.
In a corner.
Yep, it'll be.
With his face against the wall.
Well, do you want to do
I
it?
pissed off the nuns. So,
Do you wanna do it?
I'll sit in the corner.
Do you want to do it now,
Sure.
or would you
why
like a week to prepare?
Well, you remember, you got to talk about stuff that's currently released in America.
not? Currently released in America.
You have not realized this?
So no Legend of the Overfiend for you.
Legend of the Overfiend. Boy, is that delicious cake. The next time on Dragon Ball Z.
In a world,
Frieza tries to kill Goku with a gun, but fails and goes to cry in a
then.
corner.
dun, 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 dun. Goku has landed on what's the planet?
So, okay, give LG a week for this. I do have one subject I want to bring up.
Bring it up.
Has anyone ever watched anything called Gundam or Gundam related?
I have.
You've seen every single anime cartoon ever made. What do you tell us a little bit about the robots? That is,
Okay, well,
Gundam is, by the way, if anybody
Small
doesn't know,
robots, giant
Gundam is
robots.
Japanese for money-making scheme.
Gundam is Japanese for big robot, many bills. Basically, no, it's basically
right here in my breast pocket.
Gundam series. Here's how the basic layout for Gundam series are. You go Gundam subtitle, like Gundam, or in a rare case, something then Gundam. G Gundam, Gundam Seed, Gundam Wing, Gundam whatever. What it works off is you have different these different dimension
Gundam Returns.
concepts.
Gundam
Pussy
Forever.
Willow.
Gundam and Robin.
Yeah,
Gundam and Robin.
Gundam begins. The Dark
Amazing
Gundam.
Gundam.
The Dark
Was
Gundam
it
rises.
Dark Gundam?
Yeah, that actually was a Dark Gundam in G Gundam.
Or was it called Evil? No, wait, it was.
It was called the Dark Gundam because we couldn't use
Porno,
evil.
the Dark Gundam.
With Gundam, it's a lot of focus on the hardware mainly. Yes, you have these characters that are bleeding hearts or these other, so it's like, don't be killing
cares
other
about
people.
this?
We're in
It's
war.
like Transformers. Nobody cares about the humans.
Well,
Michael
in
Bay.
exactly. Well, in Gundam, the robots themselves.
A giant robot destroying the city. Okay.
Well,
Have a nice day
I
at work.
should. Well, the Gundams are these piloted mechs. They're just like a jet for any other military officer or whatnot.
So they're not sentient.
They are not sentient at all. They are gigantic walking body gloves. That's basically
They're called mobile suits.
yes,
actually.
and that's what
That's cool.
they really are. And what you have to realize is that there's people putting their lives at stake. Obviously, it's any show, but as Andy checks the time.
Well, you wanted to keep it under an hour. So we're at 33 something rather.
Okay,
Well, just to give you an insight as to what Gundam is, basically Gundam is the Star Trek of Japan.
yes, it kind of
It wasn't
really
popular
is.
at first. The first season wasn't, held in high regards. Till later on, people were like, "This show is amazing," and from then on, we get so many spin-offs.
And then you get people like me who have rants about Gundam. Okay, you know, like the whole Ki yell that warriors go like, yeah, when they're going for an attack.
Yeah.
Okay, in Gundam, I never understood it because they even do that in their suits. They're like, yeah, ha, boop. Like, they hit the button and they launch their attack. I'm just going, what?
Hey, man.
Well, it wouldn't be
That's like me sitting in my car going, ah!
Oh, shift. Left turn signal now.
But on all seriousness, Gundam has basically a series for every appeal out there. You have your actual in G Gundam. You have like UFC fighting of
Pretty
Gundam.
much.
You have these guys put on the bodysuits and they're fighting in these Gundams, which makes me go
whenever
like,
they
why
make
aren't
a
you
move.
fighting hand to hand normally?
Because it's not as cool.
Well, as anyone who's seen Megas XLR is
Yes.
chicks dig
Yes.
giant robots.
Chicks dig
giant robots. And if you had one of those, sorry, you're gonna have to have a filter
That
to
had
catch
the
all
coolest
the
theme
stuff
song.
being thrown at
Sorry.
you. But no, there is appeal. Then you
Coolest
have
theme.
like the tactical Gundams, like what's that Desert Force one or whatever.
Oh, 8th MS team, or
Yeah. Then you have the jungle warfare. You have all this different warfare focus, and
you got different mobile suits for different.
you have
types of
psychics
warfare.
in one. You have the Seed stuff in Gundam Seed.
So they're actually Gundam like series.
Many different series.
The first one would actually be Mobile Suit Gundam 0079.
Yeah. And it's just it's always focused on like after people have had to leave Earth or something like that, or
Pretty much.
yeah, after
It's
this
the people
post-apocalyptic kind
Okay, so I'm assuming that there's a cartoon. Is there manga?
of. Yes, there's a manga.
Sorry.
There's a lot of manga for it. Yes. Now.
Is
Well-
now, and I know there are toys because I see them all the time.
Oh yes, and there's some really awesome models. I mean, when we were at SakuraCon, there was a model of a Gundam that was as tall as I was.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'6".
You showed me a picture that there was somebody dressed in.
Nobody
in a
can see
Gundam
us, so
suit.
you got to
Yeah,
specify. It's
well,
like, how
yeah.
tall is Mike? Is he like 2.5 feet tall? Is he a midget?
He's freaking tall. We'll get
Yeah,
him.
I'm
We'll
6'6".
get that
It
out
was
later.
it was so cool to see that, and I had to take a picture. I was actually looking for a price tag. I don't know why I was. I'm not a big fan of Gundam. I'm going, how much is this? I want this in my house. You know? It's just I could care less about.
Why are you in
a lot of
debt,
stuff.
Mike? I got a Gundam in the backyard.
Well, that's the cool thing about it. Like,
Gotta get a Gundam.
I give props to them for keeping Gundam going and making it more interesting. But they've had a lot of times where they had to rehash old storylines, which you're gonna get all the time. I mean,
Last time on
like
Dragon
Star
Ball
Wars.
Z. And they go 10 minutes of what happened last time, and then 2 minutes of what's going on now, and it's like, what the hell?
Well, that flashback-itis. Last time, this is what happened. Now, this is what's going to happen. Look, it happened. This is what happened 5 seconds ago. Now we're back to what we were. Oh, this is what's going to happen in the next episode. But you can't look at it yet. Here it is again. There it goes. Thank you, announcer.
Well, it's good to see it's not bothering you. Well, that's cool. I've always been a little bit curious because I'm not really into Japanese.
Well, we know this, Andy.
Yeah.
It's not my style, but you
You
know,
don't get out of the Batcave enough.
there were Japanese Batman comics and they sucked.
We already went over that. We had to cut an entire section out of our last one with the Bat manga.
Anyway,
Anyway,
there was no way.
There was no
There was no.
Queethins.
well,
Wheaton.
any other series that you want
Cookie
to
Gold.
bring up or talk about that
That it was legally watched.
was legally watched?
What's the worst anime show you've ever seen in your life?
Bo 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 bo
Yes.
bo.
No. Ultimate
Yeah.
Muscle.
I hate Bo 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 much more than
Yeah.
because Ultimate Muscle actually had flatulence.
Yes.
That made it actually better than Bo 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 bo
For
bo.
those of you who don't know, Mike is a firm supporter of the flatus.
Well, I'm gonna have to be because I'm sorry. I still have that inner kid in me, and kids know what's funny. Farts are funny. I don't care. But no, with Bo 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 bo, I met Richard Epcar.
Every time you say the name of the show, it just makes me laugh.
Well,
is the
exactly.
name of the show.
I met
Bo, bo, bo,
Richard
bo, bo.
Epcar, the voice actor for Bobobo, in there, and
He was sad that he
even
was
he's
in
like, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know
What's
if that.
so
They
what's
kidnapped me.
Bobobo is a very sophisticated series about higher intelligence. And I'm
It's about
absolutely
a guy who has
who fights with his nose
godlike-
hairs.
Literally
Literally,
nose hair.
yeah, his fighting capability is all based through his nose hair or removable afro. I am not
He has a
kidding.
removable afro.
His technique is called Fist of the Nose Hair.
Detachable afros for narrow garages.
Yes. And you asked, so it had to. And
You asked.
I wish I hadn't.
the series is basically focused on people trying to beat Bobobo with his ultimate fighting technique of using the nose hair, and it's just kind of, sir, no. I watched the Cartoon Network had it on for a little bit of time.
It was on Toonami for a while.
Yeah.
If you
Oh my-
watch it, you would say it's more of Japan making fun of America.
They really
all
do,
it is.
yeah, and it's fine by
what
me.
they
If,
make
you can make as much fun of us as you like. I don't care.
Yeah.
But when you put Bobobo into it, you can seriously jump off a bridge and die. I don't care because seriously, I've never been through that much senseless dribble in my life, and I've watched Ultimate Muscle.
Okay, let's talk about Ultimate Muscle because it's no secret that I'm a big wrestling fan.
Yeah.
And
How much of it have you seen?
Ultimate Muscle?
Yeah.
I watched quite a bit of it when it was on.
When it was on.
Well, it was on Fox Kids for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, here's
And it was
your
like-
first problem. Fox Kids kills everything good about it.
Yeah.
They killed everything good about it?
Yes. Okay, if you've ever seen One Piece, you want to see dumb editing. Okay, there's a character named Sanji in One Piece that he's constantly got a cigarette in his mouth. The 4Kids and Fox Kids rendition of it, they changed it to a lollipop. Okay, and it's still smoking. Okay, it's still got smoke billowing out the side of it, and he's just got this, every time he opens his mouth, it's a lollipop. I'm going, you did not. And then they have a character called Smoker. Okay? And then what they changed to, like, Tracker or something like that? I can't remember his name. He's supposed
I
to...
think they did keep his name.
Yeah, but he
As
used
Smoker.
the abilities of the smoke fruit. But he's got two...
The what?
The smoke fruit. He can change his body into smoke, and he's meant to apprehend people.
Okay, in this show, when people eat a certain type of fruit, they gain the power from that fruit. There
Yeah.
are so many kinds. Ones that can, turn you into smoke. The other that makes you turn into rubber.
Oh, yeah, man, I've had that fruit.
Yeah.
That's what the snozberries are for.
The snot fruit. No, and he's supposed to have 2 cigars in his mouth at all times. And they edit that out so it looks like he's got a problem with his mouth. Like he's got like cleft lip. He's like... like he's not supposed to be able to talk like this. He's like, I'm Slunker.
Wow.
His jaw is forever
my
hinged
gosh.
that way. No.
America should not get animated.
Well, why do you think it failed so horribly? And then Funimation had to pick it up and save us from that. Which I commend Funimation for doing that. They did a great job with actually making it so Sanji smoked and Smoker had
I have
cigars.
a question for you, as you are an expert of such things.
Hi.
Is an anime by nature Japanese? Does it have to be Japanese?
Well,
Can you
That's
have
basically the general consensus. on
yes,
it.
it's from Japan.
Because I'm
That's
thinking about specifically Megas XLR. We talked about that.
Megas XLR is technically a cartoon.
So is anime.
Anime is Japanese. Okay, that's the difference.
No, I'm saying so it has to be Japanese for it
for
to
it to
be
be considered
anime.
anime. Yes.
Because Megas XLR has a lot of the conventions of anime.
It has a lot of it, and still, Megas XLR will always be one of my favorite ones. Why? Because its protagonist is a fat guy.
He looks an awful lot like you.
Mike. Let's just give him a checkered vest, and there you go.
Yeah.
Big ass
Have him hang
robot
out
car.
with
Chicks dig giant robots. Like,
nice.
Nice. And
Have you hang out with Gage, it'll be just like that.
yeah, seriously, if Gage was hanging out with me all day. Just don't worry about it right here. Take the controller.
It's weird how the inside of the car he has a video game controller to control the giant robot that he
Well, yeah, and
so great.
but
Punch combo, left, right,
There's
XD.
there's cartoons. There's American cartoons. Then there's anime. And then there's Amerime or mock anime, stuff that is fashioned after anime, like what is it, Totally Spies or Teen Titans or
Totally Spies was
Or
wow.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
or Ultimate
Spies
Spider.
have very bad camera angles.
Well, now wait a minute
Well, they were
because
enjoyable if you were a person.
because Teen Titans was produced by Glenn Murakami, who's I think Japanese.
Yes, but it was funded by America.
Okay, so it's got to be funded by.
And they hired Puffy Amiyumi to do the theme song.
Yes, hi
Teen
hi
Titans.
Puffy Amiyumi.
Go!
Yeah.
I
And
can't
this
believe they got a
time
cartoon
you
show.
know who to call.
But that's why it's called Amerime, though.
Okay.
Because it's this mixture of funding from both America
There
and
was the
Japan.
cool episode where Cyborg used the theme as his own theme.
Yeah.
When there's trouble, you know what to do. Call Cyborg. He has got a laser in his shoe. Call Cyborg.
That was a great show, man. I don't care what anybody says. That
Ultimate
was a great
Spider-Man.
show.
Well, it's
Actually,
funny.
I've been reviewing that.
Okay, it's been 3 weeks.
Yes.
So we've seen Ultimate Spider-Man a couple times.
Yes, they've had
Ace,
the first.
tell us what
the
is your
first
what is
3
your
episodes.
what is your opinion of Ultimate Spider-Man
well-
at this junction?
And it's all about him, Nick Fury wanting him to join S.H.I.E.L.D. so he's a better Spider-Man. And the things I didn't like about Dr. Connors is working for S.H.I.E.L.D., and Spider-Man goes to shake his hand, and at first he reaches his arm out and there's no hand there, and then all of a sudden he pulls his sleeve back and he's got both arms. I'm like, what? You're supposed to have like one arm? That's and then
he's also
we created the
supposed to be a
spider
lizard,
cycle
too.
for you, which is like geared out.
We talked about it before.
Yeah, and here's the Shield upgraded web shooter in that, and it's got camo mode where it doesn't. Oh, it's too big, too clunky. It's like, nope. Oh, you didn't have it in camo mode. Oop. Oh, there we go. That's better. But they're teaming up with Power Man and Iron Fist and Nova,
who are teenagers now for some reason.
They're younger than he is.
How old is Peter in this show? Is he a high schooler?
Yeah, he's high schooler, and he's actually been, according to that show, he's been Spider-Man for a year at least. And they haven't mentioned that he fought like any of the big major villains, but you got...
For those of you at home, I'm shaking my head in derision right now.
It's not a bad show. It's got good humor in there. It gets kind of corny at times, and it's got like the anime action, like a reverse different scenes. Like you can be the next Avengers, and Spider-Man strikes a pose, and his arms sag. Very
that's gonna happen.
Anime. I'm looking forward to seeing the repeat of the episode that was on today because they are introducing Ultimate Venom into it.
Did anyone here read A versus X?
Yes, that's another one I read.
Yeah, that's something we should actually probably talk about too.
Yeah.
I don't care, Andy. Shut up.
Okay, we can talk about A versus X. I don't know. I don't know anything about it though.
The whole storyline is that the Phoenix Force is coming back to Earth, and they're all worried how Cyclops is going to freak out about
Marvel's
it.
big plot device is making its way back to Earth
Because
the Deus Ex Machina of this particular saga.
Yeah.
His wife Jean Grey died because of the Phoenix Force, and Hope who's Hope Summers from the future that Cable took care of, is the one destined to carry the Phoenix Force and change the course of the world for mutants.
You will
and the
give birth
Avengers
to
are
Jesus.
sorry, government, there's like this huge force and it could wipe out the planet, so the Avengers are going after the X-Men, and Wolverine's like, well, I don't want to get in the middle of this, but, Psyche lost his wife to it and all this other crap. Even they tried, like some of the Avengers tried to bring Scarlet Witch back to the Avengers mansion, and the Visions resurface. He's like, I still have feelings for you, but what you did to the Avengers was wrong, so go away.
Right.
And that's
so.
the
Tell me
second
what
part
you
is coming
just repeat what you just said, but in English.
out. How much more straighter can that get? The Avengers are basically teaming up with the government to stop the Phoenix Force,
and they want to get Hope.
and they want to get Hope, and the mutants are trying to prevent them from taking Hope.
Because if anyone's been a part of the Marvel Universe right now, there's only 200 mutants left.
Yeah, because there was a
There's
big thing that
huge,
wiped a lot of them
this
out.
purging of
of
mutants, and so you have Hope that is
And so they're not
firstborn
even the
mutant.
Xavier Institute anymore. They're off on their own mutant island.
Yeah, and so Hope comes back, is going to be the vessel for the Phoenix Force. The Avengers now want to put Hope in captivity, keep her away from everything. And so you have Captain America versus Cyclops. You've got, basically it's the entire, Wolverine's on the side of the Avengers now.
Well, yeah, Wolverine's on the Avengers sort of, but he's like, hey, I worked with these guys. Don't try to mess with their mutant stuff, man.
You
It's
forgot
it's
to
gonna,
add Bub in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's Bub. It's going to cause genocide for the entire planet. It's not going to be pretty with the outcome.
Bub,
so.
listen, Bub. You can't, Bub.
Bub.
And then Storm recently joined the Avengers, but she's still part of the X-Men. So it's when the battle starts turning towards the X-Men are losing, we got to go back to the X-Men. It's like, the Avengers are losing,
Yes,
go back
exactly.
and forth to the Avengers and the X-Men. What parts are they going to play? Which side are they going to be on?
So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. They're only on issue 1 technically. They had issue 0 that gave you a lead up to it.
Yep. And then
But
issue 2 comes out this week.
It's funny seeing Cyclops versus Captain America, and I expect
egos.
Oh, it's not a physical fight; it's an ego fight right now. That
Government tool
It's a
against
measuring
Leader of the
contest.
Mutants.
Yes, it's a big measuring contest. My beam goes further than your shield.
Hey! If we're going to talk about Captain America, I want to talk about the Avengers movie because they just recently.
You're welcome for the segue.
What?
Segway.
Said you're welcome for the segue.
Why? Thank you. The movie got released internationally before it got released in the U.S. The Avengers did. Apparently, that's what I was told. And I was reading on this website that I frequent a bunch of the tweets from people that went and saw the Avengers at its international premiere. Paul Dini among them.
Ooh, wow.
And Paul Dini is, he's Paul Dini. So
Yeah.
when he says carries a lot of weight, he says, this is easily one of the greatest superhero movies I've ever seen. He said, "This is the superhero movie." I'm quoting here, perfected.
I like it.
Cool.
The Avengers. One of the things I mean, I think I read it in every single tweet. The best thing about the movie is the Hulk, and I'm like, the Hulk?
Well, it's the Hulk, man.
But I know, but like, think about the Hulk's success or lack thereof.
We've gone over what's happened with the first Hulk film.
Yes.
Sorry. And we've gone over...
Sorry, Ang Lee, but no.
The second one was good. I
Yes,
liked it.
yes.
And they can only try and top that one with
Well,
the
yeah,
Hulk
but
now.
I think we as fans we like the Incredible Hulk film. However, I think that it just didn't make a lot of money. It didn't make a big splash.
Well, it kind of had other things to contend with.
Yeah.
And people were still suffering from the afterburn of Ang Lee's Hulk, so...
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, I don't think I trust that.
Yeah. Hulk?
Yeah.
Nah, we don't want to... Oh, look, another
Here's the
cameo by Lou
soda.
Ferrigno.
This soda burns your mouth. This is Ang Lee's. Here's a soda of the same name, but we can guarantee it's better.
I'm sure it is. I'm not going to touch it.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the scenes they have shown of the Avengers with the Hulk. I mean, Captain America interacting with the Hulk. He's like,
Hulk.
And he's like looking at him like, oh, and Grimace is like, smash.
Smash.
Gets a big smile on his face. Double gamma jumps, starts smashing
I
ships
watched a
left to
clip.
right.
I watched a clip just recently of Thor
Thor and Captain America
fighting
during the
side by
battle.
side. Captain America catches his shield at the same time that Thor catches the hammer, and they're just kicking a lot of ass. And
Thor knocks a car over several of the warriors while Captain America takes a laser blast to the chest.
Yeah.
And Thor throws the hammer again. And while he's giving Captain America a hand up, you can hear in the background, ting, 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 ting. And he catches the hammer like, oh, I took out about another 10 guys. It's
Yeah.
almost like Gimli and Legolas. Oh, okay, I got 20. Oh, damn it, I got to catch up, you know?
And, I really look forward to seeing. I mean, out of all the characters in the movie, I really want to see more Thor and Captain America because Captain America is my favorite Marvel character, and I really like Thor, and I want to see the Hulk succeed on film.
And be a little
In
more
terms of-
intelligent.
In terms of the general audience, I mean, I think that because of the films that we've gotten so far, there were a lot of things. I'm not afraid to say it. There were a lot of things that the Ang Lee film did really well, but they got caught up in all the psychedelic nonsense.
Yeah. The Naked Hulk.
and
the
because-
Gamma Ray Poodle.
And because I think sometimes the Incredible Hulk kind of was a little bit reactionary. It was reactive. It was like, let's be as unlike the Ang Lee film as possible. They even ignored the aspects of the Ang Lee film that really worked.
Yeah.
And they made it. They tried to make it a lot like the old TV show from the '70s with Bill Bixby. So I feel like now that we've had the extremes, now the Avengers is the perfect place for the Hulk to really be the Hulk.
Yeah.
Just let him do the 300, the 400 foot high leaps.
Go smash stuff.
But he
you
doesn't.
know.
But he doesn't have to, have temper tantrums and talk about how his dad abused him and stuff.
Yeah.
Green mushroom clouds, I'm sorry.
And they've actually just also released the new Japanese trailer for Amazing Spider-Man, and has a little extra bits of footage in there.
Oh, really?
Where you actually see Dr. Connors with one arm, and he's injecting the serum, and like
That was in one of the trailers, but you just like barely
Peter
saw
recently seen with like his uniform off, and he's got the big scratches, and Gwen Stacy's like fixing him up, so she knows he's Spider-Man in this one,
Yeah, I
just like
was
she
kind
did
of-
in the Ultimate Comics.
I was
Because she
kind of
lived with Aunt May and Peter in the Ultimate Comics.
I was pretty surprised to find out that she would know that he's Spider-Man. Like, because I assume that at some point she's going to die because Gwen Stacy.
Well, that's what a
has
lot
to.
of people are saying. It's like, okay, Goblin comes in part 2 and kills off Gwen Stacy. It's like, wait maybe till a third film.
I could see it happening in the second movie. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good summer
Good
for
summer
Marvel.
year, yeah.
I mean,
I think I'm really enjoying, as a Spider-Man fan, reading all the posts online that people are having the big Avengers versus Dark Knight Rises debate, and they're not bringing Amazing Spider-Man. We're just sitting here going, yeah, we know which one's going to take the summer. It's going to be Spider-Man. Ha! Okay. We shall see. We shall see, Batman.
see. Well,
Riddle me this, Batman.
I think,
What has 8 legs and kicks your ass at the box office?
well, let's see. Batman has 2 legs. Alfred has 2 legs. Joker has 2 legs, and Two-Face has 2 legs. There's 8 legs. I'm sorry. I'm taking that one back. That was terrible. But
It was. It was.
I think it's. I mean, I think that initially I wasn't very excited for the Avengers, but
It's looking really good, but now they're oversaturating.
the more I see of
the
it,
market.
the more I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel, the thing about it, the Avengers has to be a hit.
Yeah.
It has to be a blockbuster because there's so much riding on it. They've been building
That
up
and
to it for
the toy
years.
companies that put out like the figures for Thor and Iron Man or Captain America have them all repackaged in Avengers packaging.
Yeah.
It's like, we got to sell all these toys and we didn't get rid of. What do we do? We'll just slap Avengers on it and call it good.
all the surplus Hulk and Captain America and Iron Man stuff.
Well, actually, I've seen the Hulk figure and it does look like Mark Ruffalo. They did a good sculpt on the figure.
He does the Hulk design. The Hulk design from.
But it's like
from the
some of the
trailers.
pictures they posted online where it's like he's got chest hair and a 5 o'clock shadow. Really?
I can believe the Hulk
And,
would have some chest.
We
hair.
need the 25 blade razor for the Hulk. Gamma strength. I cut myself. Ooh, Hulk matter.
I don't have 25 cents.
Best Bill Bixby moment ever.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Avengers. I mean, I don't think it's going to be, I don't think it's going to bring me to tears like The Dark Knight did, but I'm sure it's going to be fun. And I've heard that the third act is really good from the tweets that I read. So,
Because a lot of things, like as one of the conventions, one of the props that was supposedly touring around that was rumored was the Infinity Gauntlet that Thanos uses. So you never know them to go, hey, guess what? And at the end deck, boom, here's Thanos. Oh, crap. Maybe we should have got Giant Man and Wasp in on this one. We're screwed.
I'm sure the movie's going to be really fun and really
Yeah.
entertaining. And God,
I'm looking forward to it.
we're only like 3 weeks away
Yeah.
from the release. So,
I got to start rekitting my Thor costume.
yeah. Well, are you going to be Thor?
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
going to it as
He would-
Thor.
Have you ever been Captain America?
No.
You should be Captain America.
Actually, if my wife rearranges her schedule and I go to the midnight release, there's one of our subscribers. He bought one of the Captain America shields. He's going as Captain America, and there's like a few other Marvel characters, and they also got some DC characters. They got Batman and Catwoman coming in the group. So it's like, well, if I can make it, you got 4. It's like, okay.
He's got the crazy idea to throw Thor stuff on me.
Well, you've got the Thor hair. You've got the Fabio hair going on there. So,
Yeah, you don't have to dye it. I have to dye mine.
Yeah, I'm natural Norse.
He can go outside in Yolo
I'm
right now and summon a wolf pack.
Yeah, if I had to. I've got my beard coming back, so.
There's no Norse is good Norse,
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
wow.
I'm sorry if we pillaged your country.
I'm sorry I paid a Finland for that joke.
For those of you at home, I'm rubbing my eyes in disgust right now.
Like I've already told you, I'm the Joker to your Batman, and he deal with it.
Shut up. Anyway,
Don't make me whip out my helmet.
Yo-ho-ho. Spear and magic helmet.
magic helmet. Magic helmet.
Yes, magic helmet.
And I'll give you a sample.
sample.
Alrighty. Well, on the note of the Looney Tunes musical, we are out
We
of.
done now?
What's that?
Are we done now?
We are out of time.
Sweet. Someone unchain me.
Someone
And
put-
let him loose on the streets?
let
Oh,
him
hell
on the
no!
streets to ravage the darkness or something.
Yeah, I need to eat.
We just ate.
I don't care. That's people food.
That's people.
he needs to.
Who's that lurking over there? Is that
He needs
LG
to go to
lurking
his
over
hay
there?
barrel. He needs to go to his hay barrel. All right, folks. Well, we are out of time for this episode of the most amazing podcast in the history of history. I am Andy Babineau.
I'm Ace and I am mythology.
What?
I'm so far gone on mythology.
No
longer history.
This. I am LG. 2 letters, 1 man. So many regrets.
so many
So
regrets.
many.
I'm Mike, manager and Nordic
why you're
extraordinaire.
So you're the one behind Shane's mysterious disappearance.
No, maybe.
No, he's the one behind IKEA's crappy furniture.
Shush!
Wait,
We break
didn't
it so you
lose-
have to buy more.
Even we make fun of the pooply people.
If I remember correctly, didn't we lose
Look at Crunk.
Shane in a? We were playing poker or something. Didn't we bet Shane?
There's a lot of myths of what's happened with Shane, but eventually he'll make his way back.
Darn, I thought we
Yeah.
sent him off to
Survivor.
like one of the Midwest states in a field.
He
somewhere
got
to drag.
he got abducted by Nordic aliens. Then he got
Bitten by a radioactive
the Nord. So apparently all the Nords are just after him right now.
Yeah, well, they didn't like what he said on the last show.
He'll be coming back and talking like this, you know. We make camp now. We get to fight
So,
little sweetie pie.
Until next time, folks, we will see you until next time.
Until next time. Until next
Until
time.
next time.
Have a good one,
Until next
everyone.
time.
We love
See us
you.
out on
And
the
if you have any
street.
questions, comments, whatnot,
Oh yeah, definitely. If you have any questions, post them on Facebook.
Besides us
reply
going,
to the
why don't
video.
you guys have video?
And
Really?
LG
You guys want to see what we look like? Ew.
I'm sorry, we're not going to do it in video. At least not until
Ever.
we
So-
get 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
And plastic surgery.
Yeah, that would help too. So we'll see you folks next time.